Hey everybody, it's Paul with Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning. Today I'm going to feature one of my jobs. This is a small job. It's one small bedroom, just the traffic areas, and a 50/50 wool silk blend area rug, which is about an 8 by 10. And I wouldn't have believed it unless I saw the tag. Normally you get about a 70/30 blend. You don't normally typically see a 50/50, especially with silk and wool. So today I'm going to use a delicate dry foam method on the area rug. And that will consist of, obviously like I'm doing here, I'm going to pre-vacuum all the dry soil, and then I will pre-treat everything and then extract with a pad. On the area rug, I'm gonna use a special scrubbing pad called the Zinger pad. It's microfiber with red scrubbing strips. And I'm going to use the Auric Orbiter on it. I'm just gonna be as gentle as possible. I will use the Auric in this room as well. This room's got, some issues that need to be addressed, so I'll be spraying it down with a gallon of warm water and 2 ounces of Green Dragon. And I'm gonna cross vacuum this and the other one, try to get as much of the dry soil out first. And then I'll go into the cleaning steps. So stay tuned. The next rug that gets vacuumed will be the area rug. And while I'm vacuuming that rug, kind of pay attention to how the carpet in the darker areas suddenly start to brighten up and pop again, just from the vacuum. So, and I am using a commercial vacuum, and she had a vacuum that she used, which was not a commercial vacuum, and I should have showed the dump on the bag when I was done. It was really full, but I haven't switched over to the other bag that I bought where it's not a shakeout bag like this. And this one, when you dump it, you get a backlash in your face. So I kind of take it and tape a bag around it at home and then dump it, or I'll do that in between jobs if it gets too full. And then I will put the other bag on. One of my followers sent me a link. It's a red commercial bag, but it has the insert so that you can use paper bags, and that's going to help out. So stay tuned and I'll catch up with you further along in the video.
Before and after.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, you can see looking a lot brighter already just after vacuuming. And what I did was I needed two hands so I could shake the can and spray, get down close to the carpet so I don't overspray. These are bamboo constructed floors to look like wood, or they use bamboo, I should say. So, and being the fact this is 50-50 wool and silk, I'm using the dry foam to avoid any problems. I did test it in an inconspicuous area and then sprayed it all down. It did immediately absorb into the fibers, which is normal with wool. And I'm going to use a dry zinger pad, which is on there now, to scrub it out and get all the soils out of it that are now suspended in the foam solution that went in. And then I'll get a polar pad, which is a all-white microfiber pad, which is about, almost 3/4 of an inch thick. It has a big sponge in it. And I'll pre-wet that and wring it out real good. And then go over and just wet mop the surface or polish the surface. And I'll pick up a lot more soil that way. I'll show you the pads when I'm finished. And there's what I'm using, the high-tech carpet and foam cleaner, carpet and upholstery foam cleaner. And it's safe for this type of product. So stay tuned, and I'll catch up to you as we get further along.
Here and now comes from Sanofi and our global biopharma.
studies at Birmingham State University. He joins us now by Skype. And Professor, just start. What bothered you about the report?
Okay, let's have a look at, this is the Zinger pad. I am using the Auric Orbiter. And I'll take this off and I'll show you. Let me try and contrast it by folding it over. There you go. You can see the clean side versus the dirty side. Surprised how much soil was down there. It looked pretty good after I vacuumed it, right? Okay, so now I'm going to wet and wring out that white polar pad. And then I'll go over the remainder, or I'll go over the entire area rug once more. That's going to gently clean and remove any of the additional suspended soils. So stay tuned. We'll check out the pad when I'm done polishing it up. Looking fabulous. Look at those colors just popping. No damage to the fibers, being 50-50 wool and silk. No peeling, no shedding. Looking beautiful. All right, let's check out the pads real quick. There you go. You could see the contrast. And this is an empty jar of Green Dragon. I've been using it just to fill up and mix chemicals when I'm only using a gallon or two. I did leave the 2-ounce scooper in there. I'm gonna mix it up and grab it. And this is basically like a gallon, and I put one of these scoopers with the Green Dragon, which is 2 ounces. 2 ounces to 1 gallon. And I'm gonna use this with my sprayer and spray it on the bedroom that we're doing. Basically the open traffic areas is all that she wanted done. We're not moving any furniture. And using one hand to spray, I'll have to set the container down, drop the filter into the container, and then spray. And just above the filter on the bottom, those are 1/2-inch diameter, what do you call them, washers. And so they create weight so that when you drop your line into your bucket or your container, it stays down on the bottom. It doesn't float up, and you make sure you get all the solution. So stay tuned. Let's spray this puppy down. Okay, I sprayed it pretty heavy, so I am going to use 2 of the Glad pads. I'll go all the way through thoroughly, and then I'll put the other pad on and come back all the way thoroughly again. The little washcloth is there just to wipe any overspray off the bamboo wood floors, or bamboo created floors. You want to be careful with them. The bamboo is sometimes sensitive, a little more than the regular engineered woods or natural woods. So you want to keep those dry. But I can already see the improvements just as I slowly pass through with the Auric Orbiter. Stay tuned for some beautiful results. Now let's check out these pads. Or the one pad, I should say. You can see that thing was just as white as the other one. I'll put the clean one next to it so you can see the contrast. So where does the soil go? There's the evidence. Gets absorbed into the pad. I'll use the additional pad and go over it again. And then lastly, I'll come back and groom this room. Put some nice clean triangles. Also, while I'm grooming, it allows me to see if I missed anything that I might need to go back over. So stay tuned. We'll have a look at the results when I'm done. Okay, trusty triangle brush. All right. Here are the final results. You can see it came out absolutely beautiful. This customer found me on YouTube, which is unusual. This whole past 2 weeks, I've been getting a lot of work where people have seen me on YouTube. So I'm not sure how YouTube or Google changed their analytics. But when they search carpet cleaning in their area, my videos pop up. And then like this lady, she appreciated the fact that I do put a lot of effort into it. And most all the jobs I leave are clean. And the fact that I'm willing to put the work up on a social media site like this was one of her reasons. So if you're watching, thank you. I hope you liked the work, and I know you did. You said you were going to refer me to all your friends and neighbors, so I appreciate that. Let's have a look. Look at those colors, vibrant, popping. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Look for me in my next episode. Here's the pads for those of you that like to see them. We'll see you in the next one.